The Intel 4004, released in 1971, this was the world's first commercially available microprocessor, originally designed for a Japanese calculator company. It packed 2,300 transistors onto a single chip, which was a revolutionary feat that proved a computer's entire central processing unit could exist on a tiny piece of silicon. While it was only a 4-bit processor, it laid the essential foundation for the digital age and the personal computing revolution that followed. The Intel 8086, this 1978 release introduced the x86 architecture, a set of instructions that still serves as the backbone for most modern desktop computers today. It moved the industry into 16-bit computing, allowing for much more complex software and larger amounts of memory. Because IBM chose its slightly modified sibling, the 8088, for the original IBM PC, Intel became the dominant standard for office and home workstations worldwide. The Intel Pentium. Launched in 1993, this brand name replaced the technical numbering system and became a household word during the 90s internet boom. It introduced superscalar architecture, which meant the processor could execute 2 instructions at the same time, making it significantly faster than the older 486 chips. It was the processor that made high-end multimedia, like 3D gaming and full-motion video, a reality for the average consumer. The Intel Celeron. This line was introduced in 1998 as a more affordable alternative to the high-end Pentium processors of the time. To keep costs low, these chips usually had less cache memory, which made them slower for heavy tasks, but perfectly adequate for basic web browsing and word processing. It allowed computer manufacturers to sell PCs at much lower price points, bringing technology into millions of schools and budget-conscious homes. The Intel Core 2 Duo. Arriving in 2006, this marked a major shift away from just increasing raw clock speed and toward efficiency and multi-core processing. By putting 2 brains on a single chip, it allowed users to run multiple heavy programs simultaneously without the system stuttering or overheating. It was a direct response to the heat and power consumption issues of the previous NetBurst architecture, setting a new standard for laptop performance. The Intel Core i3. This serves as the entry point for the modern i-series lineup, designed specifically for everyday productivity and light entertainment. It typically features fewer cores than its more expensive siblings, but includes technologies like hyperthreading to handle basic multitasking smoothly. It matters because it provides a reliable balance of price and performance for student laptops and office desktops where extreme power isn't necessary. The Intel Core i5, often considered the sweet spot for the general public, then this mid-range processor is built to handle everything from heavy office work to mainstream gaming. It offers a higher core count and better turbo boost capabilities than the i3, allowing it to temporarily increase its speed when a demanding task is launched. It is consistently one of the most popular choices for users who want a fast, snappy experience without the premium price tag of high-end workstations. The Intel Core i7. This high-performance tier is aimed at enthusiasts, content creators, and serious gamers who need more raw power for video editing or complex simulations. It features more cache memory and higher thread counts, allowing the computer to process massive amounts of data much faster than standard consumer chips. For a long time, this was the absolute ceiling for consumer desktop performance before even more specialized tiers were introduced. The Intel Core i9. Introduced in 2017, this flagship series was created to compete in the ultra-enthusiast market. It packs an incredible number of cores and threads into a single processor, designed specifically for professional workloads like 4K video rendering and 3D modeling. It represents the limit of what can be achieved on a consumer platform, requiring advanced cooling systems to manage the intense heat generated by its high-speed operation.